Hello there. If you have absolutely no idea who I am, my name is Adam, and I'm the crazy guy that decided to put his phone number out publicly on TikTok so the girls, guys, gays, theys, and heys, and anybody else who needs to use this number can use it with a creep who refuses to take no for an answer. So last week we talked a little bit about how this all got started. A lot of the questions that I've received are, what do you say to these guys when they text into the hotline? And I talked about how I used this GIF from Star Wars to open up most of the conversations.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Now you can imagine my incredible disappointment when most of these creepy, crazy guys had no idea what the correct response was to this GIF.
So uncivilized.
This just goes to show that maybe the toxic Star Wars environment is starting to heal, because it doesn't seem to be that creepy guys are also Star Wars fans. This week, however, I decided to broaden my movie pop culture references in how I opened up my conversations with these creepy guys. So this week I decided that I was going to try a new movie and see if anybody got the reference. So I decided to start out with this one.
Hello!
Sadly, the creeps once again failed the test of being able to spot a good pop culture movie reference. One guy even wrote in with this text message. Ladies, why is this guy still single? How on earth are you letting this fine, upstanding gentleman slip through your fingers? Somebody needs to snatch this guy up right away and husband him. Thankfully, though, it wasn't a complete waste of a week, despite the fact that the Creepy Guy Hotline has now collected 181 pencil pictures, along with now 4 pencil sharpening videos. It wasn't all bad. Several members of the Rebel Alliance have sent in some really cute pet pictures, which, if you've been following me for any period of time, you know that my wife and I both love it when we get cute pet pictures, like this one. Or this one. Or what about this one? Now, how has the week gone this week on the Creepy Guy Hotline? Well, I wouldn't really be able to tell you very much, because my wife has discovered the joys of working the Creepy Guy Hotline. Guys, I'm not even kidding. I can barely get the phone out of her hand. 9 times out of 10, we'll be sitting on the couch watching a movie or a TV show, and she's just sitting there texting away to all of these creeps. Now, what is she saying, you might ask? Well, she sent this text message to a fine, upstanding creep recently, and stunningly, we never heard back from him. Now, earlier I mentioned how we've been getting pencil sharpening videos, also on the Creepy Guy Hotline. And if you've been following along on my TikTok, you know that our very first pencil sharpening video came this week. And I had a conversation with that guy on the phone, and I kind of upset him. So much so that he actually decided to call into the Creepy Guy Hotline to have words with me. When he called in, that's when he discovered that this wasn't a girl that he had just sent his pencil sharpening video to, and he got very, very, very upset. Now, he left me a voicemail that was well over 2 minutes long, and much of it is of him swearing and screaming and crying. I promise I'm going to share as much legally of this full 2-minute sobbing voicemail as I possibly can. And we're going to dive into this voicemail in full next week on episode 3. But I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. So I'd like to present to you with this.
I'm not even funny, man! Why did you do that? I was trying to share something. That's not cool. Not cool.
That's right, ladies. He thinks that sending a pencil sharpening video was something special, especially when you didn't ask for it, especially when it's unsolicited, and especially when it's a crime. So, we'll talk about this in future on episode 3, I promise. So do me a favor. If you're not a creep, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, because only creeps give me a thumbs down. Make sure that you're subscribed so you know when I post episode 3. And do me a favor. Comment and let me know, have you ever received a pencil sharpening video? We'll see you all next week. Bye.